Alright, well today we're going to talk about the Firebox stove. This is an incredible camping stove, survival stove, available to you online. Not sure if they're in stores yet. Made out of solid steel. Just a fantastic, fantastic device that when set up goes ahead and creates a nice little tool. I'd switch the viewing angle a little bit here. So long story short, you have this incredible device, got a wind flap here, and a tray at the bottom for your ash. And that just clips in right down here and does a great job. You can either have it laying down like this on these holsters, or there is a way you can stick it in to block off these bottom burners. These are called your fire sticks, and these do a really interesting thing in the sense that these diamond-shaped holes all over the four sides, these will allow you to go ahead and stick these in and create your heat or rest things at different levels. In addition, I bought 2 extra ones. You can go ahead and put these up here as well and allow you to rest things on top. There is also an optional grill accessory which also allows you to, if I can remember how to do it here, excuse me, also allows you to snap on top, and you can, I've seen people grill burgers, do whatever it is you want to do with this up here. You can even rest your Sierra cup right up here if you wanted to. They also make another optional plate as well that has a circle in it for your Sierra cup. When these guys did their engineering, they did it well. They had all of these are machined so that they're offset, so you can bring up your increments by the half-inch. This, and then go up a half-inch here, half-inch here, half-inch here, half-inch here. So the individuals that designed this thing did a brilliant job. They also do an incredible job on their YouTube channel of making videos, and you see these folks grilling and cooking basically everything. Now, it's called a Firebox stove for the very simple is that you're creating a box of fire. You can drop in sticks, twigs, whatever. Again, there's an ash pan at the bottom. If you're having a high wind situation, you can go ahead again and reverse that. You could also use things like canned heat, which I'm a big fan of. Makes it a little easier in terms of backpacking if you're in an area that you have no open fires, that sort of thing. So I'm a big fan of that. So what I've gone ahead and am going to do today is just show you guys how to cook a little ramen on your Firebox stove. So you go ahead and take the lid off here. This is an older can, so it's a little liquefied. These things go for, like, you can buy 72 of these 2.5-hour methanol gel heater elements for like $55 online. So you're paying less than $1 a can, and that really does a nice job. Go ahead and pop the lid, and then go ahead and get the heat going right away. And obviously I can feel that up top. I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 other fire sticks up here, and when it's time, I'll go ahead and throw my noodles in here. So I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so we're all ready to go ahead and beat up our ramen here a little bit. Take the old hammer, since, you know, why not? It's there. Got a little rip in there, and that's certainly okay. Take out the flavor pouch and dump in your noodles. Normally I'd be doing this outside, but it's a little wet outside today, a lot of rain, so I thought, oh, what the heck, I'll come down to the workshop and do that. Go ahead and add your water, and then we'll stick it up here and wait for it to come to a boil and cook. We'll be back. Obviously, since I'm not in need for an ashtray at the bottom, I can go ahead and just put it right over the top, and that'll also help retain the heat while it's coming up to a boil. The methanol gel obviously doesn't bring up to a boil as quickly as a traditional fire, but you know, it still is an effective tool to use in a situation like this. We're about 3 or 4 minutes into it now. Go ahead and stick my finger in there. Really hot, so should be coming out to a boil soon. Probably about 4 or 5 more minutes, we'll be good to go. I'm a big fan of being prepared. Saw this at one of the camping stores recently, this Ozark Trail. Real simple. The Cub Scouts, or Boy Scouts have had one of these for years, but fork, knife, spoon, comes apart real easily. Got your can opener, got a knife, spoon, fork. Really kind of a slick system, so I'll be using that just to give this a little stir every once in a while. I keep this in my my EDC, my everyday carry backpack that goes with me everywhere. Always nice to be prepared. And you know, this Firebox stove is really nice. You just keep it in the glove box of your truck or your car or whatever. You know, I just keep it in the glove box of my truck, and if I ever need to make something, I got it all ready to go, and a nice place to quickly, you know, create a meal. Methanol is one of those fuels that burns really clean, so you really can't see much of a flame, but there is a blue flame here. This container I actually used last fall when I was on the woods, and so I haven't used it for a few months now. And you know, these things, once you break that initial seal on these cans, they tend to have some of the fuel evaporate. The jelly kind of turns almost to more of a liquid, but as you can see, it still burns, still produces heat, so why not? Let's take a look at how we're doing. Ooh. They are cooked up beautifully. Still waiting for a rolling boil here, but you can feel the popping and rumbling underneath the bed of noodles. So it's only a few seconds away here, but boy, does this look phenomenal. Noodles are nice and soft and cooked. Lots of steam coming up. Beautiful. And there we go. She's boiling up on the side here, pushing those noodles up, and we are set to go. So, do a little drain here into the, just get rid of some of that excess water. Some people like their ramen with water, kind of like a soup. Lose too many there, but I'm more of a, you know, just a noodles guy. So very good. All right, so we'll go ahead and put a cap on our flame, and that will take care of that. We'll snap that down a little further later on. Take our roast beef. This is I like the roast beef flavored. You know, the beef's good, but I really like the roast beef. You know, call me high maintenance. But we'll go ahead and stir that in, and we're gonna have a nice little meal of roast beef ramen noodles cooked with our Firebox stove. And I'll try to put some of the links below in the comment section below the video, saying where you can acquire this this device, and maybe I'll find a link or two of the folks themselves who manufacture this and make the Firebox stove. I've been terribly impressed. They've got different packages available. I emailed the gentleman and said, you know, I wanted to put a kind of a special package. I wanted the grill grate. I wanted 2 extra fire sticks. I wanted the case, and they were very accommodating. Just wonderful people. Very easy to work with. American made, is my understanding. Yep, all made in the USA. And again, really good people. So enjoy, and hope you guys pick one up. And if you do, you know, shoot me a link. Follow me on Twitter at Escarpment Life, and shoot me a vid of you using this device. Now I'll make more videos down the road. So anyway, from Escarpment Life, living the life out on the escarpment. Have a great day.